My global issue is contamination, but I like to work this also in a local scale, but also a global scale. This is something that I chose because it is something that I can see from my city here in Monterrey. It is something that everybody can see from wherever they are here in their cities, in the city. You look up in the sky and it's gray and it's ugly, and you can see the reason why. When you go through the streets of Monterrey, there's a lot of streets and places where the trash or wastes are misplaced and they're not where they're supposed to be. And sometimes there's not even a place where they're supposed to be, so people don't know what to do with them. This issue is relevant because it is something that harms the earth. It is not healthy for us. And this issue is also relevant for me because I live in a city where I see this the most, and I would like to make a change for the future generations. I've gathered different perspectives from this issue because I was 1 year in Germany and I have friends there, and I've asked them what they think about this issue. I also asked somebody else here in Mexico, but not in my city, just to think what they thought about the issue. But when I was in Germany, I saw the total difference that there is from a city like that and a city like Monterrey. In there is no contamination. There is a system well distributed for trash and waste and factories that they have to follow mandatory, and therefore the sky and everything is really healthy there. There is no contamination, and if there is barely minimum. You can barely see it. I think my perspective did change when I asked my other friends from Germany and from the other place from Mexico. For example, when I asked my friend about this from Germany, he said he didn't really understand what I meant with contamination because he wasn't aware of that. He only knew Germany as it was, and he only studied contamination, but only studied, haven't experienced like I have and other people here in Mexico have. But in another hand, my friend from Mexico does understand the issue because she has experienced it. So that is something that I take into mind. And now my perspective is that in some places people don't worry about that, but in some places we experience it and we like to change it for a better. My proposal to this issue is really simple. What happens is that many people buy things, they buy water bottles, they buy alcohol drinks with glass, and they just throw it wherever they want, and that contaminates, and that pollutes, and that affects the environment. So my proposal is outside every store, every market, every place where you can buy these things, there should be a machine of recycling. But this is a system, a proposal that is already implemented in other countries. What happens is that the price for a water bottle or anything that contains a plastic bottle or a glass bottle is raised. For example, a water bottle costs 10 pesos, but then they raise the price to 15 pesos. If you take the water bottle, you drink it, you finish it, and you return it to the machine, that machine will give you that 5 pesos back. So it really only costed 10 pesos. But if you lose the bottle, it's like you're throwing money away and you're contaminated. So people will be more aware of where they throw it, and it is already proven that this system works. I believe in Germany it is already being implemented, and I was there and I can tell you that it truly does change a community for the better. And yes, here I will show you some pictures, one from Monterrey, one from the city that my friend was in Germany, and one from my other friend here in Mexico.